Hey guys, I'm driving down the road here, so I really can't look at the camera per se, but that's not important. They are working on getting the video process from last Sunday, the sermon. They're having trouble with the processing on YouTube, but so hopefully that'll get up soon, because we are going to build on those ideas for several weeks. And but that one thing we talked about how Acts 2 became a very relevant stepping stone between the garden scenario where God's perfect intention with man to partner. We got derailed through poor decisions, and how Acts 2 was a very critical step in getting us to Revelation 21-22, which is kind of back to the garden on earth scenario. Really awesome journey that God has us all on, and just a really neat way to look at the stepping stones, and Acts 2 being the kind of the first day of this new covenant that we live in. What a beautiful thing that it was. But what I wanted to share with you today very quickly was it kind of came to my attention that the book of Acts wasn't originally titled the book of Acts. It was originally just composed as the second letter of Luke, and the first letter of Luke being the Gospel of Luke. And it was a really just kind of game changer on how you look at the book, because the first letter is which would be the Gospel of Luke, which is really the testimony of what Jesus was like in the flesh on earth. And the second letter, which is a continuation of that first letter, picks up at the exact same place the first one stops off, is a continuing the story of Jesus Christ on earth post-resurrection, of meaning how he permeated the hearts of his believers, how the John 17 prayer came true, and the glory of God manifested on and in those who would believe in his name. And so when going back and rereading Acts with that in mind, it's like everything else. We're not just reading a historical account of what took place. We're reading a living, organic word of instruction, of encouragement, of what it looks like to have God in your heart, this resurrected Jesus, this new temple, this it's a beautiful, beautiful, magical thing. And so I just want to encourage you, as you go back and read Acts 2, maybe read around, starting 1 and just read forward. It's a really, really neat way to go back and read it with a fresh set of lenses of, we're not just learning about the power of Peter and Jesus. We're learning about the power of Jesus in Peter and in the other believers and those who would follow him. It really neat, just a little twist on how you look at it. I hope that blesses you. I hope it works for you. Those first, especially 10 chapters or so, very encouraging for how we should be structuring our church, how generosity became the defining backbone of the New Covenant Church. And there's more to come on that particular subject. But have fun with that. Enjoy your word. Talk to the Lord. Be awesome.